I haven't seen you around here before. We just got here. Well, in that case, nice to meet you. My name is Joan. I'm a member of the welcoming committee. I'd love to give you a crest of Riverdale to take as a souvenir, but I can't get inside my house with all those plants blocking me. I have to be honest, this garden is exactly what I was hoping for. It looks a little chaotic. Why so many trees? I commissioned the gardener to plant my garden for me, but he got too carried away, and now I can't even get in my own house. I asked him to make a few modifications, but he just went on a rant about how it was good enough, and if I hated it so much, I should just do it myself. I wasn't asking for much. I just want to be able to get into my own house. I'm sure he's not that bad. It was probably just a miscommunication. No, trust me. I've hired him to do odd jobs before. He's impossible to deal with. I have no idea why I hired him again. I guess I thought it would be different this time. You know, that's the definition of an insanity. Doing things again and again and expecting different results. Congratulations, Joan. You are officially insane. Let me talk to him for you. I'm sure we can sort this out. Be my guest. He's the one hanging out in the town square looking very pleased with himself. You can't miss him. Okay, then. Well, since it's on our way to the Fighters Guild, save early, save often, and before I do anything Fighters Guild related, I will go talk to him. Hi, do you need me to do any gardening for you? Pay me half now and the other half when I'm done. No, thanks. I want to talk to you about the job you just did. Joan says that you're refusing to finish it. That is correct. I only do things once. I never leave them completely satisfied. That way they're always wanting more. First of all, I don't think that rule applies in business. Second, I think you should go and finish the job you started. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. I've had over 400 unsatisfied customers to date. How would you explain that? Because satisfied customers are better than unsatisfied and you're really doing a bad job? I don't know. It might have something to do with you being the only gardener in this town. So I guess you could say I'm in demand. Well, if that's the case, then I should put in even less effort. No. I appreciate the advice. Go away now. Wow, you really are difficult. Maybe Joan knows something else we can do about you. So I won't be doing story quests just straight through and doing side quests later. I'm gonna try and mix them in as much as possible while I'm here, just because it's easier than having to run around everywhere once I'm done. But after I finish this part, all the stuff that's right here in the main square of Riverdale for this one quest, I will continue on my way. How did your little chat go? Terrible. That guy was really very rude. What can we do about him? The way I see it, we have two choices. We can either report him to the Better Business Bureau, or we can hire a hitman. Well then, report him to the Better Business Bureau, or call in a hit on him. One of those options seems really drastic, Joan. One of those options seems really drastic. Hitman. Thanks, Sasha. She's kidding. The first one. Definitely the first one. Is she really kidding, Lilly? Is she really kidding? Alright, personally, I would have gone with the other option, but you're the one doing all the busy work, so I guess you can choose. Why would I be doing all the busy work? Huh, I don't know the way to Quinera. Besides, I was going to give you a crest of Riverdale for a souvenir. Do you not want it anymore? I mean, I don't, but there's a guy on a bench that might. Fine, I'll do it. Where is this Better Business Bureau? It's in Quinera. Tell them you'd like to report the gardener in Riverdale. Alright, and since I can't do anything more of that anyway, I don't know the way to Quinera. I'm new here, remember? You should have thought about that before you got involved in my business. Don't worry, girls. I know the way to Quinera. I've actually been to the Better Business Bureau myself a few times. Really? What for? I was being investigated for some missions that I did for the Fighters Guild, but that's all behind me now. Let's not worry about that. Alright, well, if I end up in Quinera, I'll be sure to go to the Better Business Bureau for you. You are too kind. Alright, so, oh! I just realized I can speed myself up. That's lovely. Okay. So, basically, now that I've done that, I'm going to try and continue with my Fighters Guild stuff and the main storyline. Let me just get some water here. Attention! Yes, that is right. I have returned.
Griffin, I told you not to show your face around here unless you dealt with those hobgoblins. Actually, Garrus, buddy, I have dealt with them, and I did it all without any help.
Wow, really? You did it all on your own?
Yes, of course I did. Oh, come on, Griffin. Everybody knows that you couldn't handle a job like that on your own. Well, Griffin, I must say I'm quite surprised. Well done, Griffin. I am so very proud of you.
I told you I wouldn't let you down. So am I back in the guild?
It would seem so, Griffin. So kindly introduce me to these two young ladies with you.
Their names are Lilly and...
Stop there, Griffin. This is no place for meeting too many nosy people about. Please, step into my office.
We just need to...
Like I said, step into my office. I'll talk to Griffin and his friends alone, Terry. You go and prepare Griffin's next task.
I've got just the thing.
Thanks, Terry. You sound really nice. And in no way am I scared by the fact that you have to go prepare my next task.
What is wrong with this Garrus guy?
Don't ask, and please make sure you don't disrespect him in the meeting.
Disrespect him?
Just please don't say anything that he could take the wrong way, please.
I'm not making any promises.
Please just let me do the talking. Griffin, I don't know if that's the best idea, but okay. And in case you guys haven't noticed that I made Sasha's voice really like me, because she's very, very sassy, and it's lovely and wonderful, and very much what I would be like. So, fun tidbits here. Welcome to my office. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Firstly, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Garrus, and I am the courageous leader of the Fighters Guild. What can I do for you, young ladies? This girl is sick, and she... Griffin, I'm sure the girls can speak for themselves. Go ahead, girls.
Mr. Garrus, my name is Lilly, and this is my twin sister, Sasha. She's very sick, and we need to get to Python Village to speak with a spiritual advisor. We were hoping that you would grant us permission to leave Riverdale in order to seek help for my sister.
Absolutely not. If she is sick, why don't you go and see the doctor here in Riverdale? I assure you that he is quite competent.
We already spoke to the doctor. He was the one who told us to go to Python Village.
Oh, really? And what is the illness?
Well, actually, it's more of a curse.
A curse? Well, I've heard enough. I think it's time for you to leave. I don't have time for this nonsense. Believe me, sir, I saw it with my own eyes. She seems perfectly fine to me. Can you speak, girl?
I can do more than speak.
It's good to see that this curse hasn't affected her attitude.
It only shows up at random times. She can't just turn it on and off.
Oh, but of course. Listen, Griffin, I've had enough of this now. You're behaving exactly like your father. He, too, was a pathological liar. And now I see you coming in here trying to spin me up in your web of lies. It's not going to happen, Griffin. Not this time. As long as you are in this guild, you answer only to me, and you do not try to take on any useless missions on the side. Got it? Now kindly escort these two ladies off the premises, and don't you ever try to pull another stunt like this again.
But I saw...
You're exactly like your father. You need to give up on these glamorous fairy tale missions, or you're going to end up dead just like him.
Ouch! Garrus, that is harsh.
How dare you speak about my father like that? Trust me, Griffin, you do not want to be talking to me like that right now.
My father was a hero. I will not sit back anymore and let you talk about him that way.
I should have done this a long time ago, Griffin. You are hereby permanently expelled from the Fighters Guild. Now get out of my office.
Gladly. I would have allowed myself to be killed before I ever served you again.
I'll be speaking with you soon, Garrus. Real soon.
Oh no, not again. Come on, Sasha, let's get out of here. Thank you for trying to help us, Griffin. You did the best you could.
Save it. My father would be ashamed of me. He didn't bow down to any man. I, on the other hand, have done everything that Garrus has ever ordered me to. I wanted to live up to the legacy that my father left during his time in the guild. That's over now.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Your father would understand. We just have to find another way. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. I said I would help you, and I'm a man of my word. I'm going to make sure you get to Python Village if it's the last thing I ever do. How are you going to do that? Don't worry, I have a plan. Follow me. And here we see Griffin actually not being a coward. What are you doing here, Griffin? I thought you were supposed to be taking on the cave of hobgoblins. I already took care of them. Now I'm on my next mission. I have to escort these ladies out of Riverdale. If you could just scoot over a little, that'd be great. What? But Garrus said no one is allowed to leave. Indeed, but this is a special case. Well, if that's the case, then you shouldn't have any trouble getting a permission note from Garrus. I'm sorry, Griffin, but I just don't want any trouble. I've already got a strike from that time I forgot to make Garrus's bed. They make you make his bed? Seriously? Fine. That was your plan? That was only the beginning. Come on, we have to go see an old friend of mine. Can't we just use violence? Okay, that's not like me. But, you know, the sass. Sass is like me. Of course not. These people are friends of mine. Unless your friend is a wizard, I don't see any way we're getting through without using violence. Oh, he's much better than a wizard. He's a calligrapher. Let's go find him. He lives on the west side of Riverdale. And we already found him, actually, so we already know where he lives. If you remember, there was that one guy who was pretty angry because we thought... We walked in, we're like, hi, and he said, I don't have any maps. It was like instant first thing he said. So, if you remember, that was this house, I believe. Oh, look! It's the guy who wanted maps. Griffin, my good friend, it's great to see you again. What am I doing? Griffin, my good friend, it's great to see you again. Hey, Cal, do you remember that time I helped you paint your house? No. Be serious, Cal, this is important. Yes, I do remember, painting the house myself, and then telling Garrus you were here all along when really you were on one of your so-called top-secret missions. Anyway, the time has come for me to cash in that favor. Well, I don't have any cash on me. I can write you a check. I don't want any money, I just need your writing skill. No problem at all, just make sure you give me credit. Actually, I can't give you credit because I need you to forge a note to be written by Garrus. What? That's crazy talk, Griffin. Garrus would have me killed. Think about it, Cal. I'm the best fighter there is. One day I'm going to be running the Fighters Guild. Don't you think that now would be a good time to start gaining some influence with me by helping me out? Well, I don't really see that happening, so I'll just settle for your firstborn. Okay then, Cal. Okay then. Take my firstborn child. We've got a deal. Griffin, you're so ready to make this deal. I don't understand you. You're like, oh, I'm going to be the leader of the Fighters Guild. And, you know, you just totally brush off the fact that Cal doesn't believe, and you're like, sure, have my firstborn. Griffin, did you just agree to give him your firstborn child? He'll get sick of it after a day or two, trust me. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm ready for the dictation. Dear Harv, I, Garrus, give permission for Griffin to leave Riverdale via the north exit and escort these two ladies to Python Village. Signed, Garrus. Alright, here you are, Griffin. Oh look, we got a suspicious letter. This is totally not suspicious. It's completely normal. Thanks, Cal. And now we gotta go sneak out of Riverdale. It is time to run back over to the gate. I am so glad that I discovered that I could speed up time, basically, with the running. Speed up my run speed, because that makes things lovely. And we will save, and we will take this totally not suspicious at all letter up to the guard here. Did you get the letter yet? Give them the item. The totally, absolutely, in no way suspicious letter. Oh wow, I guess he really does want you to go to Python Village. By all means, please pass. And another, oh right, I'm supposed to talk about runes. So before I end off today, we have to travel to Python Village, so that's the next part of our quest. So before I end off today, let me go here. I think it's party. Change equipment. Griffin. Yes, okay, so quick rune would be the rune that you would put on your quick attack, and strong rune would be the one you'd put on your strong attack. So this is the one that takes 5 stamina, the strong rune is the one that takes, I think it's 40 stamina. So let's say for Griffin, I want to put something on his quick one. So I have critical runes and I have poison runes, because I've gotten 2 runes so far. So the critical rune, or the poison rune, sorry, I put it on, and it adds poison damage to my attack, so I can poison an enemy for a certain number of turns. So I'm going to put that one on Griffin. And then I'm actually going to go back to Lilly. You see she has the priest scrubs on here. And then to her strong rune, I'm going to put on a critical, because if you remember, her strong was healing. So this will actually do critical healing damage. So it'll have more chance of getting a critical hit with healing, which is going to be really beneficial, especially later on. And then those are just automatically applied. You don't have to choose to use them. So with that, I'm going to, again, save early, save often. And next time we will travel to Python Village. So I hope to see you all then.